Okay, we're gonna special mandala offering called full mouth mandala offering.
Sashi
Riram Lishin Indegem Bali Sange Shindu Mite Uarhi Jina Juparsho Iram Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyatayami
Sangye
Andoki Jogama Jangshu Bardu Daki Katsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sanam Ki Gola Penshir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Chunam Soki Chonam La Changchu Bardu Daki Katsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sanam Ki Rola Penshir Sangye Druparsho
Sangye
Chudan Soki Chonam La Chanchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Rola Penshir Sangye Druparsho. Man, that's a good cake. You guys should have some cake, okay?
Okay.
You have to tell your wife it was part of class,
Okay.
and that you committed to do yoga afterwards.
Deal. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm doing this. This is happening.
It's a righteous cake, Phil. You can have a birthday anytime in this class.
My goal of life.
The next
Okay, here we go.
is always our goal.
Seiji, Chitun Nipa.
Oh, next session.
Yeah, good. Technically, it says next Dharma session. Okay. Technically, it says next Dharma session. Wow, the frosting is awesome. By the way, those headings are probably added by somebody, because here's the actual heading in the text. Chuten Yibe Kapsu. What's Kapsu mean? On the occasion of. Okay? On the occasion of the second teaching session. Okay? Those of you who have been through many days of Lam Rim now, what usually happens when the Lama starts a new session? They will review what came before, and they will quote some inspiring quotation. As so-and-so said, and that's what we have here, okay? He's quoting Chinjuk. Yeah, the Bodhisattva's way of life, Chinjuk. In Sanskrit? Yeah, Bodhisattva. Charya means how they act. Avatara means getting into it, entering into it. So the short name in Tibetan is acting into, and entering acting, Chinjuk. If you say Chin, huh? What do you say? Say again?
Ru means enter.
Ru?
Sa means bodhisattva. Sing means how they act.
Yeah, so sometimes they just say
Ru sing.
Rushing. Yeah, okay, same. So in the monastery, each major book has its own nickname. You want to know what they are? So Gundo Gen, Abhisamaya Alankara. It's just the jewel. Gen. If you say I'm studying Gen, everybody knows what you're talking about. The next book is Jukpa.
Oh,
Avatara,
yeah.
which is Madhyamaka Avatar, not the Bodhisattvacharya Avatar. Next one is Namdo, the commentary.
Just Namjo.
Yeah, it's just Vartika, right? I'm studying Vartika. Then everybody knows you're talking about Pramana Vartika. Kosha, Zu, which is sometimes abbreviated to Ngumba. Abi, I'm doing Abi. I'm working on Abi. Then Duwe Dotsawa. They just say Dua. Yeah, I'm studying Dua. Okay. So anyway, he quotes Master Shantideva. By the way, Master Shantideva wrote 2 great books.
Compendium of the training.
Yeah, Shiksha Samuchaya. And I often wanted to teach it to people, but it's not that interesting. I'm sorry to say. It's a string of quotations. It's a string of quotations. There's not much of him in there. Anyway, so he had a quotation. He said, from here up to here, okay? And I went and got you the whole thing. Because he's assuming that his readers knew the whole thing. So, oftentimes that's going to happen in your texts, that the author's going to quote the first and last line. And they're going to say, everybody knows that. But we don't. So I went and got it for you. Here it is. Right here. And I got you Gyaltsabje's commentary on it. Because it's a little hard to understand in some places. Gyaltsabje's commentary is unsatisfying. I used it for DCI 1011, ACI 10, 11, 12. It's the only, common Gelugpa commentary. And it's pretty much the root text with some words in between. Rarely does he go off on stuff. So anyway, sorry, I'm making a mess. Shinju Nyeka Pembesa. Pembesa means what? Helpful? Helpful level, okay? Helpful level, which kind of means helpful condition. Okay? And it's Shinju Nyeka.
It's very hidden or very hard to find.
Yeah, so already we are alerted to the fact that it may be a reference to the Lamrim idea of leisure and fortune.
Right.
Okay? That famous verb,
That's what they say.
very hard to find. Shintu Nyeka, Sela Long Mepa. Okay. Delger Nyeka, Sela Long Mepa. What's that?
Leisure and fortune or
3 principal paths. All right. So it's very common. Jishik Darte means the right kind. Okay? The right kind of body and mind. Nyegirne, now that you have found it, okay, now that you've gotten one, you've attained one. Dagni Shedan Den Shindu, if you know what you're doing, if you're aware, Shedan Den means if you have any brains at all. Okay? If you're a person who has, literally in English we would say, if you have any brains at all. Okay? Here it says, during the condition of possessing one's own knowledge. If you have any brains at all. Okay? And you know what's going on. Chiryang, if you turn around, okay, if you turn around and use it to lead yourself to the nyawa, to the hell realms, if you use this body and mind, you got it and you know what you got, and then you turn around and you use it as a vehicle to go to the hell realms, like by eating meat or things like that, okay? Then you are like a person. Now you know the word mongba because we had it 200 times in Sugang's text. Yeah, you are confused. You are. Here it means dazed. Been dazed and confused for so long. It's not true. Don't ever woman can for you. Take it easy, baby. Know what you will. Soul of, oh man. Out of battery.
Is this really the best use of your time?
All right. You won't forget the word.
Okay.
You will never forget. What the word we talking about?
Mongba. If I just promised that at any time you can ask me that word, I'll quote it back to you. There.
It's a great Led Zeppelin song.
Ready? Eat, swallow fast. It's coming up. Been dazed and confused for so long, it's not true. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Mongba means dazed and confused. Okay, then it says ngak.
Tantra.
This nut,
But what's the literal meaning of ngak?
mantra.
So you have to appreciate that the ancient meaning of mantra was magic, like black magic. Okay, so someone goes ba 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 ba, and then you're like, you know, give me the three meanings of the gold thing, and then they go baka booga dooga book, and then suddenly you're like, that's ngaki momba. Someone
Put you under a spell.
up.
Wait, everybody. I saw the faces of the people who realized it at the same time.
They were like, watch out. My lion.
I'll put a spell on you. He wants this girl to like him, so he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, oh, I love you. Okay. That's ngaki mongba, okay. Dazed with a spell. Okay, you are like a person who's been dazed with a spell. Yeah. Dala, there's some medicine. Dala, there's some medicine. You are a person with no brain at all. Okay. You have no brain at all. Okay. And there's nothing more. To say means nothing more to say. Say means, we can leave it at that. Okay. It's the word for the wearing out of the soles of your shoes, for example. We can leave it, That's it. Nothing more to say. In English, we say nothing more to say. You're a mindless person. Okay? Chimon dakyang mashete. You are so mindless, you don't even know yourself. Okay? How mong? You're even mong about yourself. Okay? Daki kong na chishi yu. You don't know what you have in your own heart or your own life. You don't know what you already have, which is what? Illusion. Yeah, okay. You don't even know how lucky you are. In English, we say you don't know how lucky you are. Okay, you don't know what you already have. You okay with that?
I'm just wondering what the call
Why are you making faces?
Call.
Kong means the inside. Kongna. It's related to kokna, and kok means inside this vessel. Inside your chest cavity is called kok or kong. Okay, you don't know it's like concave. I used to remember it by concave. Concave. It means in a cavity. Okay, you don't know what you got inside of you. Okay, we're gonna have, in words text, we're gonna have kok and kong very soon. Which is,
See if one of us remembers.
okay, so I don't have to do, I don't really have to do, you can translate it. You don't need Gyatso J. I don't think so. Nick will help you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's the Lama's comment just after he quoted it. Okay. Daki kongna chishi ye. Well, what do you have inside of you? Okay. Well, what do you have inside of you? Okay. I'll tell you what you have inside of you. Rangniki kongna, inside of you, right inside of yourself, rangi, right inside of yourself, there is living, nepa, nyomo,
Bunch of afflictions
and shidu.
and obstacles.
So therefore, we can interpret nyomong here as nyundu. Who said that? Dang. Supernatural. Okay. Chi means, in generally speaking, I'll tell you what you have inside of you already. These two kinds of obstacles. You know, that in the Shantideva, it was a good obstacle, right? It was like, you don't know what good things you have. But the Lama twisted it. He said, yeah, Shantideva says you got this stuff inside of you, but I'll tell you what you really got inside of you. You got Nyindim and you got Shedim, honey. You know, you have obstacles to nirvana and you have obstacles to omniscience. That's what you're full of. You know, peel away your chest, that's what we see.
Is the mom in Yomo related to Mungpa?
Yeah, it is related. Yeah, ultimately related. Okay, Shedu Dipadang. And, you know, if I were to say more exactly what you have inside of you, Kepa Duyang, you know,
Especially.
you know, let's take it down to what's important, especially in this teaching, this Lojong. You know, let's talk nuts and bolts. In English, we say nuts and bolts. Let's go to the essence. Okay, nuts means screws, and we say nuts and bolts. What do you really want to say? What you're full of is Dak Chen Zin.
Self-cherishing.
Yeah, self-cherishing. You love yourself. You take care of number one. Do you want that song?
We know that song by heart.
It's that Flea song.
And chili peppers?
Yeah.
Oh.
When number one's gonna take care of number one.
Oh, that yeah, right now.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Number one's
Now I
gonna
wanna listen.
take number one. What is that song?
Is it? I don't think it's the chili peppers.
Oh, man.
So you know about her?
Some have blood sugar sex, man.
Self-cherishing.
No, yeah.
But I would. Gladys Knight has one by that name.
Oh. The chili peppers. They do this song.
It's a slightly family stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure is.
Sounds good.
Anyway, in the middle it says, number one's gonna take number one gonna take care of number one. Dang Chenzen.
Yeah.
Okay? Take care of yourself. Okay? To cherish yourself. Now, Seiji, this is a really depressing sentence. Let's do it.
Oh,
Ah.
Dagde wa Tanki Pe
Kipa,
Kipa
Shik,
Shi
Loton,
Shi Yu
Chungna,
Chuna Shen
Shen Loton, Shen
Shen Yi
Chita,
Shen Shitar
Che Kyang,
Shekyang
Lao,
Lao
Nyam, Pe,
Nian Pe
Long Ngan.
Long Nian
Okay, stop there. Good one. Dak, me, Dewa, comfortable. Kipa, happy. That's happy. In colloquial Tibetan. Yeah, Deki. It's often together, Deki. And it's a common woman's name, Deki. It means Dewa and Kipa. It's here, Deki. Okay. Yeah, okay. Not very common in scripture. It kind of shows this is a transcript. Okay. Dewa and Kipa Shik Chungna. If things work out for me, if I feel happy, Shen Jita Chekyang, you know, whatever happens to other people, that's okay. Lao means easy, right? La, le labo. Yeah, Lao. But in scripture, Lao means, yeah, whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
it means easy, but what it in scripture it means, yeah, whatever. You know, as long as I'm happy. In English we say, as long as I'm happy. Then what happens with others, you know, whatever. Got it? What kind of state of mind is that? Low man.
Bad mind.
Crappy state of mind.
Crappy.
Crappy state of mind. Okay. Lousy state of mind. Bad attitude. Okay. Low man. That thinks to itself, nyamba, snyamba. Okay. That evil state of mind, that crap, it's really crappy. It's just like colloquial, you know, come on, this crappy state of mind. What? Hey, as long as I'm happy, what happens to other people? I don't know. So, whatever. Okay? Dinyi kone, only this state of mind can, here's the jupa that we had in Allison's text.
Go, get
Oh,
them.
wow, really?
Get
Yeah, can cause me to be pung. And this spelling of pung is not the other spelling of pung. And this one's kind of rare. And it means to be wasted. You know, ruined. Ruined. Okay? It means ruined. Pungsha. Pungsha means he just wasted his whole life. Pungsha. Okay? Pungsha. Who is it ruining? Rangchat.
your own.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of
guys.
us. Okay? This is that, Adam had it in Lam a couple times. It's that use of all of us by a lama, where he's trying to make you feel better
Guys like us.
by including himself.
You and me.
Yeah, yeah, you know, people like us. But it's not people like us. Yeah. Yeah, that's ruining all of us. You know, that kind of attitude is ruining all of us. Therefore, yimpe, okay? Therefore, Dini means this is what. Dini, this is what you have to dun. Dun means to, well,
Inspired?
if someone shoots an arrow into you and you pull it out, that's dun. You have to extract. And it's used for herbs. And it means to, what's that thing they say? In the Yoga Sutra, when people misinterpret the word for reciting.
Svadhyaya?
Svadhyaya, yes, Svadhyaya. This is Svadhyaya also. It means kandun, means to pull it out of your mouth, means your daily memorizing, your daily recitation. But this dun means to exile, send into exile. Okay? The way, you know, I just saw, they just exiled somebody.
The president of Catalonia?
Yeah, yeah. He was facing 30 years in jail
For sedition.
for asking the people if they want to be free. And then the Spanish government sent police, and he got on a plane and went to Belgium or something. So that's called exile. He went into exile. He cannot go back. If he goes back, he's 30 years in jail.
Wow.
Okay. So dun means if you want to exile someone from the country of what?
Self-church.
Your mind. Okay, the territory. Okay, are you cold? Are you okay? Maybe we just turn the fan on without the air conditioning, because she's going to get sick. She gets sick very easy. Okay, if you need to exile someone from the motherland, okay, that's the one. Homeland Security. Okay. And he continues with the metaphor, okay, which is a famous Shantadevian metaphor. Dani, that guy, you have to, I'm sorry, it's a Shantideva metaphor. It's a Bodhicharvatara metaphor. Guide to the Bodhisattva's way of life. Tamel Bidrat, what's Tamel mean? The greatest sin in Tantra is Tamel Nangshan. Taking things as normal. Normal life. My wife, my husband cannot be a Buddha. Impossible. Take things as normal. Okay? Tamel.
Means normal?
Yeah, tamel pe means normal, everyday, usual.
Mundane.
Da,
Sound?
Sound.
Oh, enemy.
enemy. Yeah, dao means enemy. Okay. So normal enemies. Why is he saying normal?
Because there's
They're special.
extra normal ones that
Because
you
these-
worry about.
No,
This is just the normal state of your mind. It's the way. It
no,
is.
like enemies outside,
Oh.
physical enemies.
Oh, I see.
Okay, you have to treat this way. Mental enemies, even as opposed to mental enemies. Okay, so you know,
Regular enemies.
normal enemies in the usual world. Shen Yun Ne Tenba. This is the past tense of dun. These two are related. Okay, past
Are
tense.
exiled by.
Have been exiled.
Yeah, you already kicked them out.
But dun, have been exiled. It's like bataks and ndok and bataks. We had it to label.
Hardly.
Ndok, past tense, bataks. Misspell it, bataks. Okay, maybe he'll roll over in his grave if he heard me saying bataks. Pao ratata tatata kasatak, as opposed to pao takasatak. Okay, so when you have kicked out, it's important that you use the past tense. When you have kicked out or exiled a normal enemy from some other country, meaning other than your mine, okay, Daoshen. I'm sorry, not other country, but an other enemy. Okay, the other applies to enemy. Okay, shen, comma, yone tumba, damin da. Dung da is an idiom. Okay, the word similar in English requires two. He is similar to. This cake is similar to nirvana. Okay, Phil's cake is similar to nirvana. In English, you have to say tio. In Tibetan, you have to say dung, which usually means and. So don't get confused. Dung da. It's okay. So the whole situation here, what we want to do, is similar to exiling normal enemies, other kinds of enemies, from a country. Okay.
Keshala, is it similar when it has the minja?
No, I'm sorry. You're right. It's not similar to. Okay. What we want to do here is not similar to what you do with normal enemies. Okay. Why? GK do means, as they say, meaning he's going to quote somebody. You know how it goes. As the scripture goes. Okay. And he doesn't tell you which scripture. But since we have Gopher, we can always look intelligent. And it's the Bodhisattva Charyavatara, okay? And I went and got it for you. I like to go look just to make sure it's not different. And I like the verse before, and I thought you'd appreciate it more if you heard the verse before. Okay. Tamil Dao, normal enemy, Yulne Chung, past tense, once they have left the country, or once they have been removed from the country. This is the same one as in her text, Tell Me Why. We just got through with a long ceremony. Chung. Give me a chung that we just covered in her book for like an hour.
Not following the teacher.
What's the Tibetan word for ordain?
Rab
Rab chung. Gone out of the home. So here's the same verb, past tense.
Oh, okay.
Very much past tense to once you have kicked out a person. Okay? Once you've kicked out a normal person from the country, okay? Now a normal enemy can go nay in a yulshin.
Can go stay in another country.
Yeah, which might mean that we want to read this as shenyul yulshin.
Another country.
It might mean we want to read it that way. Probably. I would say probably. Okay. So it's not other enemy, it's other countries. Other than what?
Other than your mind.
Yeah, the country of your own mind, the homeland. Okay, Yushin Daktu, they can go stay in the next country over. They can go, if they've been kicked out of Mexico, they can go stay in America. Right? And Yong Sung Ne. And this kind of means they can gather. You know, they can, what do you call it?
Regroup.
Regroup.
Nice.
Nice. Regroup, exactly. Yeah. They can regroup. And even Nupate. Te is an ancient word that means build up.
Build their strength.
Yeah, they can get stronger.
Yeah.
They can find allies. They can collect money. They can buy weapons. Okay, they can get ready to combat. Okay, but and chir dene, and then after that chin dog. We had dog in her text as a reversal.
Then they can
Okay.
turn the tables.
Yeah, and they can return. Chir means back. So sometimes cheer means because, sometimes cheer means back. Okay, it has two different meanings. I used cheer this morning for
Adam said?
somebody's text.
No, not
I
there.
mean, it did happen once or twice in Adam's text.
Yeah.
A lot. With you.
I don't remember. Anyway,
Yeah, cheer just
it's
doesn't
been a
have to
long
be-
time
it
ago.
wasn't because of
73
four. It
goats.
was like and wasn't it there for?
Something back. I used the word back.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, don't worry about it. Nyomo Dratsu, the way that the enemy of your negative emotions works is Dhammayan.
Not similar.
It's not the same. What's he mean?
They don't come back unless you
Yeah. If you can if you use emptiness to kick a thought out of your mind, it's gone forever. It cannot come back. You cannot get angry at your husband once you understand he's coming from you. It's not possible. It's just not possible. Okay? As long as you remember he's coming from you, it's not physically, mentally possible to get angry. Okay? It's just not possible. Okay? You kick them out forever. All other psychological methods, blah, 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 they can come back. Okay? But the one where you realize that they're coming from you, there's no recovery. You can't go back to your old way of thinking. Okay? And that's why I say it gets stronger and stronger, like cement. You know, the more you study, the less possible it is to get angry. Okay? In theory. Says Geshe. Now, I like the verse that comes before it in the Bodhicharvatara, and I thought you would like to swim in it, like your little creek at your house. And we had this word sek this morning.
Burn.
Yeah, dani sek te segyotam. You can burn me at the stake.
Or
You can burn and kill me. Okay, you can burn me at the stake. Taki go che.
oh, that's a head. You can cut my head off.
Yeah, you can decapitate me.
Yeah.
This should have been sla
Instead of law.
instead of blah.
Easy?
Who said that? Dang. You're just weird.
No one's disagreeing.
How long ago did we have sla?
Like 5 minutes ago.
At least.
Yeah, okay, good. It was a long time ago.
Say
It was up here somewhere. Here. Yeah, whatever. Lao. Lao. I don't care. That's easy.
So in this time, is he saying?
This time it means easy. Yeah.
Is he cut my
No
head off?
problem.
Whatever.
Burn me at the burn me at the stake. Cut my head off. And the I, the apostrophe I is the disjunctive use of the genitive. Ki.
Yeah.
Ki. Ki means but. Okay. Ki means but. Okay. Why did he shorten it to apostrophe I?
Meter.
Meter.
He's got meter. He's got to meet the meter. Daki sekte segyo tam. Daki go chekyang la e. He need to shorten it. Okay. Lai.
Life.
Okay. Namba kundu nyomon pe dala dupa mijao. What's this do? Misspelled, by the way.
Then if it's supposed to be an apostrophe, then it would be bow or
Yeah, I will never bow to the
enemy.
enemy of
My mental afflictions.
my negative thought. Yeah, cut my head off. Burn me at the stake. I will not bow down to you.
And Nampakun is just like all of them?
Yeah. In no way.
In no way.
No way. No way will I bow to you. Okay. I'll fight you to the end, honey. Okay? I'll fight you to the end. Why? Because you're not like a normal enemy. If I could kick you out, you're out. You can't regroup, gain strength, collect allies, and come back. Okay, got it? Now he's going to gloss the verse, okay? She dao ta melpa.
So the normal enemies.
Yeah, normal enemies.
This is quote unquote.
And Da and Dao are the same. Da and Dao are the same. What's the most famous Da you know? Knife. Enemy destroyer. Arhat. Ari is an ancient Sanskrit word for enemy. Arihan. Arhat. Okay. One of the interpretations of the Sanskrit. Shidal Tamal Bashendar. Other kinds of enemies. Now he's used other for enemies and not country. So, your problem. This one definitely means other kinds of enemies. And here's that reshik we had the other day, which meant, do you remember? Reshik makyap.
Yeah, one.
Just a little bit.
Provisionally,
Oh, right.
we can say not necessarily so.
Right.
Reshik, okay? It's a very, very unpleasant word. It implies that maybe under other circumstances we wouldn't say kyap, makyap. Reshik makyap means, well, if you push me, I'll say not necessarily. Okay? But here it means for the time being. Reshik tam. For the time being, yil ne chung. You can kick them out of the country. Okay? You can push them out of the country. Jishik nupatete. But they will. This jishik is opposed to reshik. You see,
but
sometimes in
really?
Tibetan you have linked things that come in pairs. Okay, chitar, titar, jinyi, jinye, tinye. So for the time being, you can kick them out of the country, but in time, nupate.
They're gonna get stronger.
Yeah, and tepa is an extremely rare word, so he's going to use an appositive.
Oh.
He's going to say tepa, meaning tobge. Okay, so in Tibetan commentary, they'll put two words together, and the first word nobody knows. So he'll say, they're going to tepa, and then the student's like, what do you mean? He said, well, tobgepa, which is a much more common word. Okay, so when you translate it, the word for tepa is going to have to be rare English. And the word for tobgepa is going to have to be clearer English. Don't lose the meaning, okay? Okay, this is delicate to translate. You have to find an English word which is not easy for
recuperate.
yeah, or regroup. And then you have to explain it with an easier word after that.
Yeah, that's cool. To catch that te, would you do something like comma that is?
Normally appositives in English are commas. Or you could say that is, and you could use two M dashes. Okay, that is, rebuild your forces.
Is that what that te is doing there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's te, not te. Te means a seal.
Te.
Tebong.
Te.
Tepti. Yeah, te. Okay.
First.
So, tepa, tobgepa is used to clarify tepa. It's a synonym. It's a more common word. So when you translate it, since he did that, being a sensitive translator, you have to find a word for tepa which normal waiters will not understand. So this is a case in translation when you're looking for a word that the waiter don't understand. And if you put a word which a waiter would understand, you've made a mistake. Normally you've made a mistake if you ever put a non-waiter word. But here if you don't put a non-waiter word, you made a mistake in translation. Got it?
Innovated. How about innovated?
Yeah. Well, that's an opposite, right?
Enervated?
Actually, I think regroup.
Innovated is to
Oh, it's not to be weary?
innovated is to lose your energy. No?
Right.
Regroup is pretty good, but it still requires some.
Well, I'll leave it up to you. You guys help Seiji because he's not even working in his mother language. Okay. By the way, Toke is a not unusual Tibetan name. Gyume Khensa Rinpoche, who's living in Godstow, who was one of my logic teachers, who has been the abbot of Gyume Tantra College. His real name is Chunle Toke, which means expanding power. Okay, so Toke. They're calling him something else now. I don't know what it is. Lar means back. Lar means back. Dangwa here means rise. It can mean to stand up. And if it's spelled with an S, it means to get angry. So don't make a mistake. Okay. They can regather their forces, reinforce themselves, and return. Make a comeback is the real meaning. Make a comeback. Okay, Gyurwa, they can.
Positives, right?
Yeah, it is. See, it's possible. Okay. La, whereas, slight disjunctive. I would have used a full disjunctive. Ki. Dang chen zin. By the way, heavy prenasal here. Since it's the whole subject of your book for the next 5 years. Dak chen zin. Chen zin. Heavy prenasal here. Dak chen zin. As if it were an open vowel. As if the vowel were the last letter. Okay, like Ganden Monastery. Okay. Dak chen zin ki dao. But the enemy of taking care of number one. Okay. Dini. Len chik chom. Len is difficult because it can mean answer. No, L-E-N is take. A homonym, same sound, is L-A-N. L-A-N has two separate meanings. One is T-Len, answer to a question. But sometimes it means time, like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Okay, here it means time, but in the sense of 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay, so chom. Sin is a past tensealizer. You know, destroyed the. Okay, like finished the. You know, finished the. Yeah, it's too much in Tibetan. It's like he's finished off. That's in English. We say he's finished off. He's down on the ground in the boxing match and he's unconscious already. Okay, chom sin. J, after that, lar, back, namyang dawar misi. It's impossible for them to make a comeback. Okay, it's impossible for them to make a comeback. And by the way, in colloquial, you say namyang misi. You don't say namduyang. The full form for Adam's idiom dictionary is namduyang. But it's rare. Will he ever come back to the monastery? He will never ever. Rinpoche used to say, never ever. It's not going to happen. It's like Bob Harper in the middle of that series. You know? Never, ever, never straighten that leg. Namduyang, namyang. Dawa misipa mase. Not only that, mase means it doesn't end there. We just had say.
Fade away.
Where did we just have say?
It was like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I figured 2 minutes is the limit.
Well, if you have cake,
Oh, cake, 1 minute. Let's go look it up. So if you're in a situation like this and you don't remember, you can go up here to the go back thing. And there's the last one. All I can say is you have no mind. And that's the end of it. Okay, that's it. I mean, that says it all. In English we say that says it all. You're mindless if you waste this leisure and fortune you got. Okay, here it means not only. And then something else is coming. Not only is it impossible for them to make a comeback, now this next sentence it's beautiful, and I will give $100 to anyone who can give it to me cleanly,
Which one? Starting with Shen.
starting with de la ten. But I'm not waiting an hour. I get to choose how long I wait. I'll get the money out right now. Just in case. Just in case. This is called, what do you call it? No.
Those that cherish
What do you call that? This is an incentive. Okay, I'll give you one more minute.
Oh, those who cherish others.
I'll just put it back in.
those that cherish others have made themselves more powerful in that act.
I'll give you 50. That's worth
Their minds more powerful in that way.
That's worth about 50. Now, consider what he said. Consider what he said, and tell me what it really says. And I'll give you the first part. Not only do you kick them out forever, but
They stay out.
no.
They automatically turn into.
Yeah. Oh, you deserve the other 50. Okay. It flips around. It flips around. Then, ngam, okay, so the word you don't know here is ngam ngam. Ngam ngam. Ngam ngam means on its own. On its own. Automatically.
That's what I didn't
Ngam
know.
ngam. When you get these ngam ngam boom boom shim shim, just make up something. Okay. Give me the de la tene. Give me the de la tene.
That instance, that
You've got to give me back 10.
it's established.
This could be a whole new system of translation. Money-based system.
From relying on those.
Relying on what?
Oh, the day. Those.
Oh, come on.
Those bad.
Relying on
those.
that mind.
I'll give you a clue. Relying on the fact that you...
Got
Kick
rid of
the other
that.
guy.
Good, yeah.
kick the other
Because you kicked him out,
Yeah.
automatically your concern for others is going to start growing. Okay? Not only does he not come back, Maset, not only does he not come back, but due to that, what? Due to that exile, your concern for others is going to start. Ngamshuki means of its own power. Automatically, of its own power, it's going to start to grow. Jung, jung, future tense. Past tense, chung, kicked out. Future tense, jung, it's going to start to grow. Right? Your concern for others. Shen chenzin. Say shen. Chenzin. The chenzin part is the same, cherishing. Heavy prenasal, chenzin. Shen chenzin. Okay, you're cherishing others. Care about them more than yourself. That's going to start automatically, it'll start growing. Okay, that's so beautiful. That part is, Shanti Deva doesn't talk about that part. Okay, that's your lama, your guy here. Huh?
But why is it you that automatically will?
You have to ask him.
So there's
Maybe in the absence of self-cherishing, you can think straight. I don't know.
I was thinking others is the only people left.
I would say that your mind is clear for the first time, and then you see that it's more beneficial to take care of others. Yeah. Okay. He goes further. He goes further. So it's beautiful if you can translate it so that the reader gets this feeling of, boom, we kicked him out. Yeah, that's cool. Boom, you're gonna start cherishing others, and if you do, boom, boom, boom. Okay, here comes the last one. Shen chenzin.
cherishing.
Yeah, cherishing others. Lo, that kind of mind. And now instead of saying lo ngen, he says lo number dakpa. Before it was crappy mind. Now it's lo namdat,
Pure.
that pure state of mind. Okay, that very pure mind, pure state of mind. Namadapashi. Chinche. Okay, Adam. Idiom. Chinche means from that point on. It means cut, gone, gone, cut. But it means from that point on. Okay? From the point on where that attitude has begun to grow, skis, past tense, you know, from the point on, after that state, that sweet state of mind, sweet's not a bad translation here. After that sweet state of mind of cherishing others has started to grow, sang migyawa tap me.
There's no method to keep getting bigger. There's no method to keep expanding and pure.
Take the me out.
Sangye.
Mm.
Sangyawa. and-
Verb.
Right. So purify and expand.
Yeah.
What's sangyawa mean as a verb?
It would mean to get pure, become
Become
get
Buddha.
grow.
Yeah,
in pure.
get enlightened. That's the Tibetan
okay.
verb for enlightened.
Oh wow. I never heard that as a verb.
Yeah, it's cool. Take off the S, which is enlightened.
Okay.
And this is the verb, sangyawa.
Sangya.
Tab me. Me sangyawa, tab me.
There is no method for enlightening, for becoming
Me,
enlightened.
me.
Oh, for
Me.
There's no,
not.
there's no way you could stop.
Oh, there's no way you can stop.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There's no way you can stop
No,
getting
no,
enlightened.
There's no method to not
He's
do
like,
it,
not only that,
not do it.
okay, not only you kick this self-cherishing out, but automatically you're going to start cherishing other people. And then, there's no way you ain't going to get enlightened. You can't stop it. If you wanted to. It's like that in English, okay? If you wanted to not get enlightened, sorry, okay? You're going to have to. Cool? Okay. And then he proves it, okay? He proves it. Du sum ki sangye.
But the Buddha said the 3 times he relied upon that.
Yeah, now I propose the following about du sum. Okay, I propose the following about du sum. It does not pass the waiter test. You know,
The 3 times.
is the
Yeah.
pizza of this place 3 times? Is it good in 3 times? And he'll say, I don't know. What do you mean? And I say, has it always been good? Is it always good? And will it always be good? Yes. So don't translate this as 3 times, because it doesn't mean anything to an English speaker. Okay, I say of the past, present, and future.
4 minutes
Okay.
or so.
Okay, something like that. But don't let me see in your translation the 3 times. Okay, it doesn't mean anything to a Westerner. Okay, so sometimes you got to fill it in for people. Okay, all the Buddhas of the past, present, and future, de la tene,
They relied on that
yeah, they use this method.
to get enlightened.
What?
To become Buddha.
No.
Oh.
What
Oh,
method?
What method? Getting rid of those.
No,
Cherishing. No?
Cherishing others.
except for the beard. Say Shen Chenzen. Shen Chenzen. They used taking care of other people, okay? They used it as a path, and that's how they got Sangye. As a verb. Sangye pa. Yeah, that's how they got Buddha-aided. Buddhaized? Buddhified. That's how they got Buddhified. He just made a new word.
They booted.
He's in second Kamala Shila. Nirvana, they got Nirvana-sized, and then they got Buddhified. Okay.
Do you
How?
think it's good to use that word?
No. At least I'm clear, right? At least I'm clear. Let's keep that one in this room. Okay. Nilatene Sangye Badang. Now, okay, this is a $10 one. Gepan Girwa.
Having
This one's safe. I'll make it
having
20.
expanded it or having grown thus.
Man, I should have done 100. I should have said you owe me 100 if you can't figure it out. I'll give you a clue.
Becoming enlightened.
Become that Buddha.
Yeah, Sangyepa is past tense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Have
hard-
gotten
Having become
enlightened,
Right.
and always will get enlightened.
And
Shatak means always, 100%.
Oh, shot.
No exceptions. Shatak is a very common colloquial.
That means always.
How are those debaters from Debun Gumang? God, kupu shadayin.
Always idiots?
Kupu shadayin. They're all idiots. No exceptions. Shadak means 100%. Okay? They're all, each and every one. Fool. So what's he say here?
Each Buddha has a step.
And they all will.
They all used cherishing others
And they
in the
always
past to get enlightened, and they always will. There will never, ever be a Buddha in the future who doesn't use that to become enlightened in the future. But he didn't repeat Sang. He wants you to repeat it. Gyepar Gyur, future tense, Gyurwa, and will get. Okay? So, Shata is a difficult word in English. It means you might want to just repeat the word all. Every Buddha in the past, every Buddha now, every Buddha there ever was, every Buddha there ever will be. There isn't one who hasn't used this method. Okay, got it? It's beautiful. Therefore, one more sentence, okay, one more line. Tsuldini,
this method.
yeah, this particular method, which is what? No, kick out,
You got the bad.
yeah, kick out the old mind, invite the new mind in. Okay, this system. So when you say system, there's got to be more than one element here. Okay, kick out the bad guy, bring in the new one. Okay, this system, Sangye Namki, Tuki, Sangze,
The secret treasure house?
yeah, nice. This is the secret treasure
In the heart?
house. Yeah, in the very heart
Of
of every enlightened being.
Like that.
What's their secret safe deposit box
It's this teaching.
deep in their heart? What's their secret thing? And you take the key and you open their heart, and what do you find inside? Shen Chenzen, taking care of other people. Okay, worrying about other people. Okay, this is something like the secret treasure in the heart of every Buddha. Yin So So. Gyepar Katsal means he described it in great detail. Who?
the Lama.
Yeah, the Lama. Why did he stop here? Why did he pause here to say he said?
Because he's not going into it. It's not the subject of the book.
Great,
Yeah.
great. It's very common in the Lamrim record of a teaching transcript. New day, he gives his introductory remarks, and then they go on to the real stuff. So this is an alert by the transcriber.
Move on.
He went over everything. He gave this little inspiring, what do you call it,
Sermon.
Pep talk.
pep talk in the first few minutes, and then he went on to the subject. Okay, got it? Time means at the end of that little pep talk, okay? Then, Mushi Senjecha. Now let's get to the real point. Mushi means the real thing. It's in the form realm level studies, meditation level studies. Why? Near Samten Dambu
Neardo?
Nyendo, Nyendo, Mushi,
Oh, the platform? The actual
the
level?
real show,
Okay.
and what do you call the band that start?
That
They
warm up.
start.
Opening it.
What do you call it?
The opening act.
The opening act. Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
This is
There's
another word.
Yeah.
I was the blank for the Beatles.
No, there's a word.
They take a new band
Who's the
and they
opener?
play for 20 minutes, and the real band's getting ready. Anyway, opening act, warm up.
Yeah.
Okay, near dog. Mushi. This is a word, mushi, that is commonly used in meditation, the study of meditation, and it means not the warm up, but the real thing, the main stage, the main concert, the real band, and then somebody else open for them. You say open for them.
Openers.
Yeah, open for them. Okay. So mushi means let's get down to the real subject now. I gave you a pep talk. Okay, so now we're into the second session for real. Okay, here we go.
So Sashi
Puki Jushi Metotam Rira Mingshi Ninde Gempadi Sangye Shindu Mingte Uwargi Drokun Namda Shingla Chuparsho Hiram Guru Ratna Mandala Kamyatayami
Gewa
Di Kewokun Sunam Yeshe Tsotso Shing Sunam Yeshe Lechuwe Dampa Kuni Toparsho. Okay, cool. Those of you who's not, for English, it's not a native language. I mean, obviously you should start thinking about your secondary translation too. You might want to make notes to yourself, like, while it's fresh in your mind. Don't wait till you finish the whole book to translate it into Spanish. You know, start making your own notes of, oh, I think this Spanish word would be cool. Okay? Right? Start making yourself notes now. Or the German, or the Russian, or the Arabic, or the French, or the Chinese. You know, make yourself notes now, like, because you won't remember this in a year. You know, by the time we finish this book, you won't remember.